We're live. Hey y'all, we decided to jump on like 10 minutes ago, so it's all kind of rushed. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Yeah, I had sent a message to David probably an hour ago or so saying, "Hey, if you want to
I just saw
get together." Yeah.
I was doing a puzzle, and
It was
so
probably
I was
a couple hours ago actually.
do a book, yeah. And then when I got off, I saw it, and I was like, well, normally I'm getting ready for bed, not that I'm going to sleep, but I'm like, let me just slam it in there. And so, yeah. And also because I got a box from Donald Rex. And so I figured I was
make yourself big. Make yourself big.
Nah, I don't mind this because I don't want to make you small the whole time. I mean,
I don't mind.
I don't want to contain your personality. But Chadwick is here.
Hey, Chadwick, how you doing?
No, he was gonna
Necroscope 2 Vampire, but now I'm watching you two. Yeah, sorry to take you away from what you're reading. I should be reading and watching stuff as well. I'm about halfway through watching Wild River. I always confuse it with the title. I know the movie Wind River very well, and I love that movie too. But this is Montgomery Clift and Lee Remick.
How far are you from that?
About halfway through. It's almost 2 hours, like an hour and 50 minutes. It's set during the 1937. Montgomery Clift is coming to, he's a TVA authority, the Texas Valley Authority, I guess, because the flooding at the river was so bad, and it starts with this really stark, real life documentary footage of this guy talking about losing his whole family to the water. And so Montgomery Clift is a really kind of gentle guy. He's sent to this small town. His job is to get this old woman who refuses to move off. The old woman's played by Jo Van Fleet, who's probably about playing 40 years older than her real age, but she's awesome in this. And it just kind of very slow sounds boring. It's not slow, but it's very deliberately paced and very, very good and beautifully filmed. It's an Elia Kazan movie.
Yes, I've seen it, and I do remember it. And I do remember thinking it's not an amazing movie, but it's beautifully filmed, and it is slow, and I did really like it. But it's not Elia Kazan's best movie, but it is very good.
Yeah, it's not his most showy work for sure, but I think it's a beautiful, gentle kind of very well observed and realistic depiction of that time, because it has racial issues there that are kind of, everything's treated very complex in its full complexity, which I appreciate. And Lee Remick is just
that's glorious. True. No, I normally have light coming in from the window, and since it's dark, I can see
I'm a little too. Am I too washed out?
Because I'm just like, I'm going to be showing stuff, but it's really dark. I actually
might be a little washed out here. Let me get this.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah, sorry everyone. We're a little Chadwick. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here.
But I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna help, but maybe I have to.
It helps. Yeah, it helps. Yeah. I don't know if mine helped either. It's a little bright, but anywho. That's I'll talk about a few things I'm reading later, but why don't you open up Donald's package?
I think this is going to be weird because look, I got all these comics and I'm just going to throw them off, but
so please make yourself big, man. People want to see the comics. I'm fine. Reduce me down to the sides.
Hey, let's see. I think you could see them like that.
No, not very well. Come on, David. Make yourself big. Don't. I don't mind. I want people to see this is your channel. Right. People should see your stuff.
But we'll do it in sets. I'm going to show off some magazines, and then I'll go back again. Let's see. I forget which one it is. Is it this? Oh,
there you go. You did it right there. Perfect.
See my dog right there. He's watching.
Oh, which one is that?
Oh, there's two of them. Can you see the other one? There one on top.
I see one's white head poking up, and I see another one's ears in the front there.
Yeah, that's them. Okay,
one's behind the cushions or blanket or something. Which room are you in? Are you in your second man cave, not your garage? You're in upstairs. Is this your bedroom?
This one is a former bedroom that when we had the foster kids, we gave them this room, and then after they left. I kind of just took it over, and so I
love your King Kong posters.
Yeah, and this is a couch, and it goes around, and I've got my puzzle table right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, This is where I do my puzzles. So
Hey, everyone, you should check out David's puzzle videos. He's got a couple new ones on it. You were after kind of letting your Jigsaw Geek channel lay fallow for a while. You were just bam back on it.
Slamming them out because I have so many puzzles that I
Hey,
need.
how you doing, Steve?
And make yourself big. Doggies. Yeah, I got my doggies here. So I've got 4 magazines to show off. So this one, we're going to start with like a really brittle one. So this is a 1994 magazine, number 22. And oh my God, the lighting is just awful.
1994.
Yeah, it's a science fiction. Oh my God, booty.
Is it a comic magazine?
Booty right there.
I think.
It's
is there
like,
a light behind you? Because there's a reflection off the back. Maybe you could dim that one. It'd be better. I don't know.
No, it's just
Sorry.
I need a better light right here. So it's basically like, oh my Lord, look at this.
Is that guy hanging? Is that guy holding by some girl by her hair or something?
Yeah. And then
naked girl by her hair. Jeez.
Yeah, you can see it looks just like one of the magazines of the time. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, it's like a creepy or a rook, exactly. Rook or
so cool. Man, but this one,
Donald cover's a little see-through cover, cheesecloth cover. Still, that looks cool though. I never heard of this magazine, 1994.
Yeah, it didn't last very long. This one, I'm trying to see the year. Sorry, I can't find it.
It's not 1994, I'm sure of that.
No, I think it's early 80s, but it didn't last that long. I don't know much about it. So let me try to get that one, but it's going to be fun to read, despite the condition. And then I have 2 very famous ones that I didn't already have, but look at this, Vampirella.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to see her boobies? There you go. Nice. Oh, there's her belly button. So
yeah. Somebody knows how to paint female figures. It's not a Frazetta. Who did the cover? Do you know?
Who knows?
Did they pay you to take it? Chadwick says. No, I think it was a gift, wasn't it? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind it, but
just to read it, right? It's not. You're not going to resell it. Yeah.
I would say San Julian, but I don't know anything. Okay. And then here's another Vampirella.
One of those great Spanish artists, probably, huh? Oh, yeah.
This looks like a romance cover.
She's supposed to, yeah, she looks like it's one of those Charlton romances where, how dare you step out on me with her just because she's blonde.
Yeah, I think they're making a joke on it because it says the beautiful succubus had stolen Pendragon's heart. Notice there's no apostrophe. Would she next steal his life? So hilarious. So that one's number 59. And then finally, there was a really beat up copy of Eerie. But
you might want to take that. Sorry, you might want to take, no offense to Chadwick, might want to take his comments off the screen so you can see the bottom.
Hi, Chadwick.
Sorry, Chadwick.
Oh, here's another one.
Not so heavy metal, eh? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, and here's an.
Ooh,
Eerie.
Cool. Eerie.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool.
With some kind of a deer man carrying off.
Yeah,
hot girl as usual. Gotta have a hot girl in the cover.
Look at him; he's in his thong there, or whatever his bathing suit. Yeah, these things are crazy. I love these magazines so much.
They're all the Warren ones. The 1994 wasn't a Warren magazine, was it?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Look, it says it right there, Warren.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now I'm kind of mad about my lighting situation. I didn't realize it sucks so much.
Do you want to rearrange something? You can make me big and I can BS for a while.
I'm gonna take that light and move it next to me. So you talk.
Okay. All right. Why don't you make me big for a second? I'll BS for a second here. Well, I wasn't prepared for this at all either, but I'll just talk about some of the stuff that I'm reading. I'm for some reason it's really good, but it's taken me a long time. I'm finishing this All-Star Superman. Looks like I hope it's coming out straight.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you like the Quietly art, right? Yeah, the thing with this, and I'll talk about it when I eventually get around to reviewing it on my probably end of February wrap-up thing. But there's a lot of lore that I think I'm missing because I never read Superman comics before. I mean, I know the basic mythos from the movies, the Christopher Reeve movies, and I've seen the Brandon Ruth one, and I've
There's
seen
not much to know. I mean, it's
well,
all
there's a lot. He's got this whole what he has in his Fortress of Solitude, ripped off from Doc Savage. Thank you very much. But that has the scientist angle of Superman is kind of new to me. That's not really been depicted a whole lot in the movies, I don't think.
Let's go back to that comment. Superman
Okay.
was first written in when 1930 something, and when was Doc Savage?
33. So it's a couple of years. It precedes. He's the Man of Bronze. Superman is the Man of Steel.
I think
Doc Savage has it's predated. Trust me on this one. I'm sure it's not. It's just like Batman borrowed some stuff from the Shadow. It's just they all borrowed from each other.
Punch you.
Sorry, it's okay. No, it's just those pulp heroes inspired the comic heroes. Anyway, I'm really enjoying that one. Did you get your lighting sorted?
I think so. Look at it's like all on my face right now.
No, it looks much better though. It doesn't have the glare behind you. So I had a glare there for a second too. So yeah, this is one that I'll finish probably by today. And I'm also.
What do you think of the art of it?
I think it's great. Yeah, I really like it. Here, it's unfortunately it's small in this, so it's hard to show.
It is.
Let me see if I can get a splash page. They have what's cool about this is they have here. Let's get a good one here.
Yeah.
You called it quirky. I think that's probably accurate. It's quirky, but it's very cool. It's got a real conveyance of movement and you got some gutter loss in these things, but not bad. Anyway, I really like. Thanks for turning me on to this Compact Comics line. It's really cool. I wish I could get a hold of the New Frontier, but that's sold out in Japan, so I'll have to get that a little later. But
is it in compact?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll look.
But the compact is sold out. Maybe the other one, the regular one, isn't.
On the New Frontier, if it's available on Amazon, I'll grab it and then I'll put it in your box. I still have a box.
That's very kind of you, but don't worry about that. I can grab it. It's just I'm waiting for it to come back in stock again. They have them for it's like 1,600 yen Japanese, 1,700, and that's right around the $10 mark, which is where they should go. But anyway, yeah, I have the Court of Owls, the Batman Court of Owls 1, 2. I haven't read that one yet. I read a few comics, mostly focusing on books. So I'll talk more about books later. We should, now that you got your lighting, let's see some of your other goodies from Donald Rex.
I really, really liked Court of Owls, and that's also the art in that is really nice. Okay,
just real quick, Court of Owls, got that one here.
Jeez, that's a new 52 run. Yeah, it's really cool art in that one too, and the story's pretty fun.
Yeah, Tim at Secret Fire Books reviewed this one a while back, not in the compact line, and looked really cool. So. I love Batman. He's my favorite DC superhero. But what I'm really getting impressed with from this All-Star Superman is just how he's such a decent character, and you don't see that a lot. He's trying to be as good as a person as he possibly can be, and helping everyone he can. And it's a real. And I think I haven't seen it yet, but that's what I've heard, that the new Superman movie from that came out this past year kind of communicated the same thing, that he was just a decent guy trying to be.
Love that movie. Good.
I've seen some clips like with crypto and stuff. I definitely need to check that out. So make yourself big there, sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to slide over. Okay, so
much better on the lighting.
These my beard is sticking up. So these are the nice ones. They actually came in like bags and boards. The other set, there's just all like a whole lot of them. So
go through those too.
Yeah, this is a wait.
Fighting Marines. All
this
right.
Is a Charlton comic. So a 20 center. This is number 114. And it says all they needed was the old gung ho. So Charlton is, in case someone doesn't know, it's the lower level, the lowest echelon of comics. But I really enjoy them.
They seem really cool, actually. And they have pretty good art and good artists.
Look at this one. A 15-cent Fantastic Four. And it's in beautiful shape.
Now, can I ask you something? You often talk about and not just you, but other comic book guys talk about the price on the comic. That's just a way to kind of pinpoint its dating of when it came out?
Yeah. And also, so the lower the price is, the earlier it is. And so also you can gauge the ages. Like there's golden age, silver age. And I don't know exactly the cutoff point, but I think it might be between 12 cents and 15 cents, something like that. So anyways,
when it kicks to 35, you're talking about 70s then. Mostly.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly 35 it might even be 80s, because I started collecting as a kid around the 35-cent mark. And
Wow.
I think I was, right around 80, I think. And so because I would have
been about 12 then.
Yeah. So around there, I remember my first ones that I bought had 35 cents and still only 35 cents on them.
Yeah, that's something I don't remember very well, because I did collect a few comics, but I think most I got were not new. They were probably from a comic shop or something.
So the next one is, look at this gorgeous book, War is Hell. That's a 25-center, but look how cute that cover is. Well, I don't know if cute is the right word.
It's cool though, for sure.
Oh, beauty.
That skull monster is so cuddly.
It's so amazing. Look at this guy. He got shot all up.
Ooh.
And
that's interesting that DC and Marvel and Charlton all had war comics. I guess, I remember playing war as a kid, and war movies that were very popular at that time. I wonder when that started to phase out.
Yeah,
probably in the 60s. So.
Nobody can be shot that many times and live. Oh, here's another Fight Marines. This is number 113, and a letter from.
Well, that looks like it's in good shape.
Yeah, that's why the ones that he put in these bags and boards, they're really nice. Here we got a witching hour at number 30.
I guess Donald's probably in bed already, huh?
Yeah, I sent him a message. I'm like, hey, I'm going to be showing off your comics, but just watch it tomorrow. Because, yeah, he's probably going.
That's cool. That's like a Twilight Zone-y sort of.
My baby.
Awesome. He's not going to want to hitch a ride for too long there.
Ooh, look at this 20-center. It's got a little. You can see a little bit of water damage. Who cares? I don't. Look at
now the DC omnibus or trade, not omnibus, I guess the trade Vault of Horror that's coming out. It's DC's finest, right? Was that the title of a comic, Vault of Horror? It wouldn't be grabbing a bunch of different horror comics like that one, like a weird mystery, and putting them in there?
That's what they're doing. They were putting 2 or 3 different. Basically, they went from the same time frame. They're doing it different than the Marvel line.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, but I'm fine with that. If you get a chunk from like the same year, all their horror titles, I think that's fine.
Because I thought you had said, or somewhere I'd read somewhere, that with DC's trades, they were just like, if it's Superman, they only include the Superman stories. They don't include.
I don't like that
side stories or whatever that were in the issue. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the full issue, but
but I
can kind of see the logic.
I'm glad to get anything. Well, I don't know. My dog got in my lap. They think it's bedtime. Okay, so here we go with this looks like oh no, it's not. I thought it might be Neil Adams, but anyways, we got a Phantom Stranger.
Cool.
Look at her outfit.
Who is the Phantom Stranger? Is he just a guy that kind of narrates the tales or something like?
Oh, he's actually he's
the one that's in the shadow in the back there.
Yeah, he's a hero, and but he's more one of the mystical characters. DC has a bunch of them, and I'm actually not that familiar with all of them, and I need to get more familiar with them.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. Are we okay on comments? Anybody?
Oh, anything? I usually do it in between. No, we don't have any comments. Whoa, Jeff throwing shade
and hands.
Yeah, that was
okay.
The last comment.
Okay, thanks for checking.
3 more. Dead of Night.
Dead of Night. Cool.
Fear built.
From the POV of the scaly monster there, or zombie, or whatever it is coming in. That's cool.
Yeah, this is a
interesting way
one.
to frame it.
It's the Marvel horror ones. It's like an echelon. The Marvel horror ones are top, like when it comes to buying them now. Like
right.
they're
Like Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night. Those are probably the big ones. Right?
and then DC, but not too far behind. But then, of course, the Charlton and Dell, they dropped quite a
So
bit.
the Charlton is the Dr. Graves Ghostly, or is that a Dell?
Which one? Dr. Graves is Charlton. Yeah, Charlton.
Okay.
And
And
here
the
we go.
String.
Now you mentioned
Wolf facing off against Drac.
What a cool comic to have.
Yeah,
and that looks
that's
like
very cool.
Boog cover. I don't know.
I think I've seen someone show that off as maybe a cover even of a collection or something. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that one really is cool. I'm trying to get more of the older Werewolf by Nights, and that is
the only Werewolf by Night I've seen was the Disney Plus Halloween special. That was pretty cool. I thought
it was really good.
It had the Man-Thing in it, and they were buddies. I thought that was cool.
Yeah,
he called him something else. I forgot what he called him. I don't know really what Man-Thing is. I have to read more about the Frankenstein monster.
One of my favorite characters.
He's kind of mystical, sort of, or is that the? Yeah, he's kind of got a mystical energy, or the comics, right? Ooh, spider creature.
There's all kinds of weirdness going on.
Did you show these off before? I thought I showed you.
This one I have, but it was all it was chewed here, and
okay,
a new copy of it.
Oh, nice. Okay, because I thought that cover looked familiar with the spiders on it. So
yeah, so that was really nice of him. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make you big, show something off.
Oh, I don't have much to show off. I have a bunch of things ordered.
Turn around and grab a bunch of books behind you.
Well, I'm going to show some of the things that I'm reading right now. So I mentioned
Steve
that I'm looking at Commandy. I ordered. Oops, come on.
He flipped. Commandy flipped.
All right, hold on. Let me lock down if I can. Anyway. So I have, let's see if I can get over here. Yeah. Oh, what in the heck is going on? Okay. Splash page there. I don't know if it's a little bright.
I love the Kirby. Not only does he do splash pages, but then he does a double page spread. Yeah.
Well, the thing with the Commandy is, of course, you have I think you have the volumes, right, David? Because you did a really cool video showing all the Kirby stylings of his kind of rough hewn, sometimes doesn't complete his finger sort of art, but it's so cool and full of life and movement and such. And I ordered that and I paid for it through Amazon. It was shipped out of some nice little company that were very polite and pleasant to deal with, but out of Portland, but it went AWOL in the mail and it never came. So they refunded me, but I was bummed about it. And now, right at that stage, it went out of print. So I'm guessing there was some comics lover that stole it out of the post office or something. But luckily, I happened to see on Amazon Japan that it was free with Kindle Unlimited. And so was the second volume, which is all they've released so far. I guess, like you said, just the Kirby stuff, not the rest, unfortunately. And I think for like about $2.75, $3, I could join for 2 months of Kindle Unlimited and read through these. So, and plus a few other things that they had for free that were pretty cool. So I said, well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's not it's so cool. I'd rather have the copy, a physical copy, and I'll still search for one. But that's doing me good for now. I'm also reading, just started last night, John Creasy, The Baron in France. John Creasy was a really prolific thriller writer. He wrote police procedurals with the Gideon's series, Gideon's Way, under the pseudonym J.J. Merrick. He wrote The Toff, which is kind of like the Toff and the Baron are both a little bit like the Saint, I guess, but the Baron is a former jewel thief turned antique dealer, like a cat burglar, and he's a friend of his is murdered, and another innocent man is going to be hung for the crime. This is back when they hung prisoners who were accused or convicted of murder in England, and he goes to France to investigate to try to find who the real culprit was. It's pretty good so far. He's a real, just straightforward, no fancy writing style. He wrote the guy that wrote like 800 novels or something. He was extremely prolific.
Dang, he pumped those out.
I got a few others too, but why don't we get back to you?
All right, I got a big stack of comics here.
Make yourself big, sir. Make yourself
Okay.
big.
A lot of them are going to be Uncle Scrooge, so I'm just going to
Cool.
be like playing through those.
No problem. These are the ones that aren't super pristine condition or whatever.
Yeah, but they're still fine. Actually, let me.
I don't think Donald will send you, unreadable stuff for sure.
He sent me that wormy thing.
Well, the magazine, I guess, but that's probably
Yeah, a reader copy. Make yourself big. That's what
you're big. You're big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
Steve.
Unexpected.
Yeah, that kind of arm would be unexpected. Yeah. Is
a few more seconds and we'll know if our experiment creating artificial life is successful. Okay, there goes Frankenstein.
And I think she realizes that it is successful. Flee to your grave. Cool.
Oh, here's another one. Here's another unexpected. Look at, I guess this serpent is coming out of the diamond. I don't know what's going on with that one. But
these are DC ones. Just unexpected, not Tales of the Unexpected. Interesting.
I believe initially they were something like that, and then they shortened it to.
It might also be a rights issue because I think there was, I think there was a TV series called Tales of the Unexpected. Chadwick can correct me on that probably, but.
Okay, so the next two I'm going to show, I actually had these as my brother had them, so I read them. But this is later, and this is one of the. Some people are going to get mad at me. This is one of the artists that I just dislike intensely. But anyways, here is Dracula number 41, and it's Gene Colan art. It doesn't look too bad there, honestly.
The cover is cool. I like how his Dracula is badass. I don't know about the interior art.
A lot of people will agree with you. It's actually not too bad inside.
I think it's cool. I think it's good. What don't you like about it?
I don't like his art. I just don't.
What can you explain why?
Like when, for example, every time he shows Dracula, his fingers are always like this. I don't know. It just as a kid, it bugged me to no end.
Is it too sharp or too pointy? You mean kind of? Or I thought the woman's face he did was very good.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. But
no, it's just your point of view. That's fine.
Let's look. Maybe we'll find another one. So here is number 52.
Well, that's pretty early in the run. Do you have these in the
No, this is almost near its end.
I think. Really? I thought it ran like 100 issues or 70 plus issues.
Maybe so. 50 would definitely be closer.
Yeah, I guess so. I like the art. Sorry, but. Do you have this in? Did they put these out on Epics? I know they had big.
They have not.
Omnis.
They put them out in what's called a class. Well, I forget what it's called, the classic collection, and then they did the Omnis. And
the classic one was the one that's just black and white, right?
No, those were called the Essentials.
Okay, because I think it's out in that too.
And Essentials as well.
Well, I know there's Michael K. Vaughan showed off some big. Werewolf by Night Omni, and then I think there's 2 or 3 of those 2 of Dracula Omnis. So yeah,
there are. So I'm just gonna slam.
All right,
Uncle.
There we go. Are these all Carl Barks covers? I guess it's a house style, so you never know who does
no idea. So I'm not the one to ask. But what they normally do, and they usually do 3 or 4 different stories, and I like at the end they usually tell you which artist did which.
Are these are the ones from the 80s, right? That were coming out?
No, this is a 20 center. So these are older.
Okay. Well, I know that they had, because the one I have, I guess it's the Donald Duck, but the company, Disney company Gladstone. Has all the different, Gladstone, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do have a lot of those.
These are the original ones then. Okay.
Yeah, these are from Gold Key. And they're from the 60s and the 70s. You can tell by the price, like 20 center, like this one, a little bit older. So this would be in the 70s. So let me see, which one is this one? Oh no, this one is 1958.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe the Gold Keys were a little more expensive. I don't know, or because they had to pay the Disney license. I have no idea.
I've got plenty of.
Because the 12 center would have been around the same time, wouldn't have it? 50s, 12 cent.
This one is 1954, and it's a 20 center.
Wow. I like I like those covers, but yeah, it seems odd because the other ones must have been around the same time that were 12 and
This one's a
15.
20 center. And Land of the Pygmy Indians.
Well, I know I'm sure you know these. They put the Karl Barks.
I'm wrong. That's wrong. So they're putting the original date. This is a 74 book, and
Okay.
there's something from the 50s in it.
Gotcha. That's what the Gladstone ones were doing too, because they would say
this one is 1974.
Okay, that makes more sense for the 20 center.
Yeah,
thing
it does. So here's a 20.
No, they have those really nice not omnibuses, but the big hardbacks of the Karl Barks runs of those, and they're really expensive though, but they look really nice. Sorry, could you show that one again? What was that last one?
They're beautiful. There you go. See, what is it?
Phantom of Notre Dame.
Yeah, Notre Dame. These are actually.
What was the green one that you showed before? I interrupted you when you were showing that. Sorry.
Oh, this one is just
previous one. Okay.
He's weighing his money bags.
Yep.
This one is a great one because it has, a space cover, and I love them. Yeah.
The Looney Lunar Gold Rush.
Yeah. I mean, anything space. I mean, I want to do these kind of quickly because there's just so many.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, but they're so much fun. I'll show two more, and then I'll.
Oh, very cool. Got a
poor
gig there.
Poor cow.
Yeah.
Bull. And then so far no safari. So far and no safari.
That's funny.
I love yellow covers. So,
yeah. When I showed with my Donald Duck Gladstone one has a bright yellow color. I think it's pretty just. Okay. What else? So I'm trying to read some stuff for Homes is Where the Heart Is. Drac just writing. What was that? Drac just writing a coaster. What?
And getting attacked. Like, why is he on a roller coaster?
Yeah, that is a bit weird. I want to ride the coaster.
And then it was. Oh wait, this one won't come up. It was Tales
of the Unexplained. Thank you. Okay, so Unexpected is, I guess, something else.
Tales of the Unexpected. Just checked IMDb.
Okay. I think that's maybe a British one. I think that's Roald Dahl. That's from Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl's Tales of the Unexpected. Ducks in space. So that means the Unexpected that you showed would precede the Tales of the Unexpected for sure. So it's not a copyright issue. They must have just dropped because Unexpected. There's probably always big letters anyway. Anyway, it's Homes is Where the Heart Is. This is Jim from Mystery Mayhem. The bearded guy with the great voice, got a real deep voice. Sounds like he should be a PI himself, narrating some books. But he started a couple years ago this Homes is Where the Heart Is Sherlock Holmes reading event for February. I guess heart, the connection is Valentine's Day. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of stuff back in the States, but I have these Bantam. I think they're Bantam. Are they? Yeah, Bantam Sherlock Holmes collection. So I'm going to read some Sherlock Holmes. But I might read a few pastiches. I'm usually not big on pastiches, but Sherlock Holmes in Orbit. Somehow I remember getting this really cheap years ago, and I've hardly read any of it. Edited by Mike Resnick. It's got like 26 stories by some pretty cool authors in here. And also years ago, it's the third out of 3 of these kind of supernatural Holmes stories, Gaslight Arcanum. This has a story by Kim Newman in it, which is actually a Moriarty and Moran story. He told the opposite. He made the villains the Sherlock in space. That's right. But it's got it's got a Fred Saberhagen, which I think has Dracula and Holmes work. I think Dracula hires Holmes for some reason. Stephen Volk, Christopher Fowler, who really was a horror writer who turned into a great mystery writer. Anyway, I'm going to read some Holmes stories, not novels, I don't think. I do have, both of these collections, which I bought in Japan just to get me by. I have the ones that has the strand illustrations. Whoa, that cover just is toasted. Yikes. But, and I have a huge, like 14, elementary, my dear Vlad. I have like a 1,400 page annotated Sherlock Holmes hardback that my mom got me for my birthday when I was probably like 18 or something. That's massive. It's probably bigger and thicker than my Bava book up here.
I remember that one. Yeah,
Bava book up here, but it's probably not as heavy because it doesn't have the glossy paper. But anyway, I haven't really got into those yet. I'm gonna read a few Holmes stories and maybe a couple pastiches to join in. Just kind of half-ass on the event, not they have the 4 weekly prompts. I'm just gonna kind of bag what I want.
Mm-hmm. I've actually I need to have my lit cred taken away. I've never read a Sherlock Holmes book. I know I've read a story or two. So at a certain point, I'm going to go through them all. Like I do
recommend Hound of the Baskervilles anyway.
Yeah. So I will.
Novels.
Oh yeah,
$1.99 at a thrift shop. I can't beat that price with the stick. That's good.
That's a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I think all the rest of these are Uncle Scrooge's. I don't even know if I should show them all.
Yeah, go ahead and show them. You should show because you got to show off your A-OK from
Donald. All right, you ready for me to slide?
Yeah, move on over. Donald Rex, by the way, Donald Rex has a cool channel. Is it just under his name or is it Comics Progressive? I know that says
Comics Progressive, yeah.
Okay.
And this one I like the cover of too because you got like some kind of weird.
What the hell?
I know, right? I don't want to mention about time of the month or anything, but Yeeks, the Queen of the Wild Dog Pack. I mean, what is going on with that lady? Here's another cool one. Look at this.
I like the purple there.
Yeah,
they do good with when they just do a simple image on the front and have the big color splash behind. That's cool.
That's one reason I love these older comics because they're just like they're pinups. They're really pretty. Yeah, and this is a 25 center. Here's another one with a yellow background.
Yeah. A horse.
I was laughing at this one, the Heedless Horseman.
Yeah. Someone's good at the puns.
Yeah, so silly. He's doing some kind of money where he's like spreading the. He's got
one of those coin things that they have at the bank, right?
Yeah, he's got
a reverse way to separate them out.
What is this though? I don't know what that.
Fabulous Philosopher's Stone.
No, what is this? Like
that it's his bag. It's a bag. It's not what you think it is. There.
I don't know about that.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Come on.
Ball sack. Oh Lord.
It is a sack of a sort, anyway.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Are we gonna cry racism?
Yeah. Well, they're wearing their sampan hats there.
Oh Lord. Oh, he's getting his money on. Look at that.
There's again the simple image with the striking color on the back. Yeah, I think it really makes the covers pop.
Really, it does. Isle of Golden Geese. Yeah. I with this, I like doubled or tripled the amount of Uncle Scrooge's I have. Although I do have some 10 and 12 cent ones, which are
the earlier ones, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Donald's interesting. He collects the romance comics and the horror comics, and he also gets a lot of these older cartoony kind of comics, which is cool. These are all gold keys, seems like.
He will go into a shop. He's got some connections, and they actually call him. And so he goes into the shop, and they let him go through it. And these are the things that don't sell too well. And so he'll buy them in bulk. And so that's how.
Does he just read them and pass them on to you, or he doesn't want to keep them? I guess, huh?
So what he'll do is he'll keep a bunch of them, and he knows that I want these, and so then he'll pass these.
Just a nice fella, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, I do pay.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure you send him lots of stuff too. So you guys probably do swaps, right?
Yeah, we do swaps, but with a big thing like this, I did pay for these, which is I don't mind because these are in really nice condition.
Yeah, they do seem to be in good condition for being 50 years old, most of them.
This one's a 35 center, so this one is more modern. This one is from
80 something,
1978. 78.
Still pushing 50, pushing 50.
Yeah, So there's another space one. Lost Beneath the Sea. Oh no, that's not space, it's sea.
Underwater.
Yeah,
or
but
in the water.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah.
I've only got like four more. And my dogs, they're like, what is going on? We're supposed to not be in here. They're like standing by the door.
Are you all right on time? Is it what, about 11 something your time?
Oh no, it's only 8:00.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you're fine. You're not going to go to bed at 8, I hope.
No, but I go to bed at 8 and I put my phone away by 9:30. And
wow.
yeah, because I'm in bed reading. That's when I do my reading time. And so right now you're cutting into my like reading time.
Shame on me.
So
you'd be looking at these anyway, although you might be reading some of them. What the hell?
Yeah, this is Interplanetary Postman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what time do you have to get up for work usually? What?
I get up at 6:20. And so I like to be asleep by 10:30. It's not always the case.
No wonder you're full of energy. You gotta get plenty of sleep.
But what the problem is, that's why I told you about a week ago or 2 weeks, I started putting my phone to the side because I was staying up too late because of the phone.
Especially getting in your whatnot rooms and playing around until 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, you go ahead and talk because I'm gonna text my husband to get the dogs.
Okay.
They want.
Well, I started this years ago, but I want to get into a little bit more some nonfiction. So I'm starting this again to try to read this month. It might take me a couple months to slowly work my way through. This is Bill Bryson's One Summer 1927. Have you read any Bill Bryson?
Isn't Bill Bryson the one who went to Japan and wrote about his experiences there?
No, Bill Bryson was he wrote a walk in the woods, where he walked the Appalachian Trail. He did In a Sunburned Country, also known as Down Under, where he goes to Australia. He's a journalist who's working, I think, for Times or something, and he came back. Notes from a Small Island and The Life and Times of a Thunderbolt Kid, a short history of everything. I have several of his books, but this is all about the events that happened in as it says, One Summer in 1927. So Babe Ruth and Charles Lindbergh. And he talks about a ton of stuff in here.
That looks really good, actually. That book looks good.
Yeah, and he's really a good writer. He's very funny. He makes history kind of come alive. So in the summer of 1927, America had a booming stock market, a president who worked just 4 hours a day and slept much of the rest, a devastating flood of the Mississippi, a sensational murder trial, and an unknown aviator named Charles Lindbergh, who became the most famous man on earth. So talking about Al Capone's reign of terror, the bombing of a school in Michigan, the return to greatness of an over-the-hill baseball player named Babe Ruth, etc. So he weaves all this stuff together. And I probably read 100+ pages of this years ago when I first got it. And I stopped, not because it wasn't good. I don't know why. I want to get back into it.
You know what? Tell me the name again. I'm going to see if it's available on my Libby thing.
Bill Bryson.
One Summer.
He has many books. Down Under, or In a Sunburned Country, is the U.S. title of his kind of touring around Australia and talking about all the places in the country that are named after, famous explorers that went missing and never came back. Let's see. I have some more of his here somewhere. Hold on.
I think there's a modern author called Bill Bryson as well.
This is the modern author, probably. Because these were written, I think In a Sunburned Country was written not so long ago, probably early 2000s. 2000.
Maybe I'm confused because the covers look modern, but they're older.
Yeah, well, that's because they're pretty modern. They're modern books. Okay, where's my other one? Dang it!
All right, I'm gonna put a hold on that one.
All right.
Summer in America. One Summer America.
Yeah, 1927. One Summer in America.
I'm gonna make sure.
One Summer America 1927. Sorry, that's it. But yeah. And he did one called At Home, where he goes through every room of the house and he talks about the history of how each of those all those innovations in homes came along. It sounds boring, but it's really interesting.
Good.
I just demolished my my low shelf. I'll have to fix that up afterwards. There, I was trying to dig out something.
Oh,
Make yourself big again, sir.
oh,
That's all I've got right now. I don't have anything other than what I'm reading. I don't have anything new to show, unfortunately. So
yeah, me too. That was it. I just was showing off those the comics that I got.
We'll
So-
make us even Steven again, man. Then I'll let you get to bed there.
There you go. Hold on, I'll show this. So this is the puzzle that I started today. So it's an older Springbok. It's from 1978, and these are actually really collectible. And
that looks very difficult, actually.
Well, not really, because it's only a 500-piece puzzle.
Okay.
And so
well, I guess there's a lot of different things with different colors, so maybe that's not so difficult. It's the one. How's the one with the train and the snowy forest background going? That one looked like it was fiendishly tough.
Yeah, I just did a video update on that one, and I talk about how I got to a certain point, and now I'm going to take a break for a week because I don't want to go right into the massive brown section. It's like all brown.
What do you do with that when you have to clear the space to do another puzzle? Can you put it to the side?
No. So I have a puzzle table, and I have these pieces of plastic. I'll show you one.
Oh, so you can kind of support it while it's not complete. I know you put the finished puzzle with some backing usually, but
I just put another one of these on top of it and put the other puzzle.
Oh, I see. Well, that's smart.
So yeah, I mean, as long as I know I'm going to get this one done, then I can take it away and the other puzzles underneath it.
So you've been doing a bunch of other ones while you're resting on the fiendishly difficult one, right?
Yeah, I have been. So I've been, I've done about 3 or 4 in between, and but this whole week I was doing the other puzzle, and I made great progress. And but yeah, it's time for me to take a break. Yeah.
I think Chadwick posted one that he did recently too, right? Is Chadwick still there? Chadwick, Steve, you guys still there? Our 2 viewers. So,
only 500 pieces. That
yeah, I felt the same way, Steve. I'm like 500 sounds like a lot. Make it about 50, and maybe I can handle it. 25, I can handle a kid's puzzle, no problem.
See, I enjoy doing them, and so they're
when you're listening to audiobooks, right?
Oh yeah. I finished one and I started another one, and so yeah.
Before you go, I wanted to talk to you about that. Your thoughts on you said briefly on when you commented on my video, but your thoughts on Waystation by Clifford D. Simak. You listened to that. I hope the narrator seemed like he was pretty good. What did you think of that book?
Let me get it into my mind. Okay, so I really liked it, except I didn't like the romance thing in it.
There's not really a romance, is it? She's like a kind of conjured spirit thing,
and he's all in love with her, and it's all silly.
Well, he's lonely, I mean, it's not a lot of time. I think about 5% of the whole novel is given to.
I know, but I was just like, oh, this is silly.
Oh, Steve's saying hi to your little cutie there. You want to show his face? Hey.
Yeah, they're really restless right now. They're like, why aren't we?
It was Pieces.
Routine.
Oh, that's right, Pieces, the movie Pieces. Yeah, a movie poster that Chadwick did for his.
Oh, okay. And then
a Bran Castle Dracula Today. That's a puzzle. Okay.
I think it's the real image of the castle. I remember him talking about that.
Yeah, he went to Romania not so long ago, I think, and posted something about it.
Didn't he? I thought like in the dead of night he was bringing back like dragging this really heavy thing and putting it in his basement. I don't know. We better watch out for him.
Well, anyway, sorry. So you other than the supposed romance that was there, what you liked you said you liked the depiction of his like nature walks when he's going to. What about the ideas of the whole Waystation thing?
That was the best part of the book for me. So the beginning part of the book has a lot of mystery, and like you don't exactly know what's going on. You just know that this guy is kind of like, it's really anachronistic, and so you get a sense of what the house is, but you don't know exactly. And he's going out and he's going on these nature walks. And he's like, the description of the nature I just thought was beautiful for someone you know, who's just there and appreciating the nature in the moment. And, you know, later you really understand more about what that means. And I just thought that was the best part of the book, right near the beginning. Of course,
I think Simak does very well teasing out what's actually happening. Like he kind of talks about first meeting the alien Ulysses, becoming, what is this way station? What does that entail? He doesn't do it all at once. He kind of like piecemeals it out.
Okay, his name is Koyo. And so he's like, no, stop talking now.
Yeah, it's time for bed, Dad.
What's going on? Because, well, the thing is, when we take them upstairs, that's their snack time. That's when they get there.
That's why they're restless, because they want the SNACK.
I want my. So they're like, this is not right. What is going on? They have that internal clock. They know.
Oh yeah. Well, they also know, you know, your gestures, right? So they know the time. They know that if you even make a sudden move it's time to go for a walk or whatever. Yeah. Tell them my dog said hi. Okay, we never see your dog, Steve. You need to put him on sometime.
And so
anyway,
the book was.
You like the beginning more? You like the beginning more? You're saying?
I did, and I did like. I like the depiction of the alien races. I like what was going on. I think what was going on with the FBI agent should have been fleshed out. It seemed too pat, like, oh, like the American government is just going to put up with whatever you say. Like that didn't seem realistic or fleshed out, but it was okay. I mean,
I think you ended up juggling a lot of balls. And so that's why my only real kind of downside on the book was that it came together well, but it did seem like you could tell. The only thing I thought is spoilers is that the Lucy character, I thought the thing she was playing with in the way station, Enoch's way station, the kind of, that he had never got to work. I thought that was going to be the talisman or whatever, but it was something else, but which is fine. So that's how he kind of did a little different than I was expecting, which is good. I wouldn't have liked it to be too predictable, but I did figure she would end up being an important part.
Yeah,
but I'm curious what you'll think of City when you get to City. I think City is the opposite, maybe, where it starts slow, but it really builds as it goes.
So I'll try City this weekend.
Yeah, stick with it. If the first story is good, but if you think it's a little, and it's got this weird dog kind of inner because he stitches it together. It's a fix up. So he has dog philosophers talking about the stories and their apocryphal.
I won't read it, so don't do it.
I'm not spoiling it for you.
Yeah, good.
There's no spoiling.
Yeah,
I think you might, knowing you might have been spoiled if you had watched my video about Waystation before you read the book. I had to say some things about the story, but I did try to, say
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it.
You watched it after.
Yeah. So then,
but I'm saying I'm glad you did it that way because you would have maybe been spoiled.
Maybe. You tell the entire plot of the book.
I do not tell the entire plot. I don't say how it ends. I don't say all the other things. I don't even mention the love story that you brought up, right? So I left tons of stuff.
Tell the entire plot. And I'm like, that's why I was like, oh, I'm not watching that video until after I read it. Because I'm like, this is a book I want to read. And you just like,
it depends on what you make. It depends on what you... It depends on what constitutes. Hold on. Depends on what constitutes a spoiler. Some people like to know I like to know the basic plot ahead of time, and a lot of people are like you and don't want to know anything. So but I won't read a book if I don't have a little bit idea of what is the basic story. I don't want to know a lot of details, but I want to know what kind of a book it is. What's the basic setup? I want that for sure.
Okay, so in the chat, we need to hear. So when I review a book, I try to tell a little bit about the author. I try to give the basic situation, not in depth. And I try to talk about the style, and then I talk about the critical reception.
I think when you review movies, you spoil them a little bit sometimes.
If they're old.
That's okay then. This is old. This is from 1963.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, most people aren't inclined to watch older movies. So they don't, I don't think they mind if you spoil them, but I never spoil one for a modern movie.
Well, I'm mindful of that, which is why I did put a warning in the
Really, like,
description.
who cares if you spoil a Godzilla movie?
Yeah. Well, everyone knows where a Godzilla movie
I know,
is.
so it doesn't matter, like, if you spoil it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, no, and you're very careful about that. It has a big beginning, middle, and end. Spoilers. There's an end. Well, I don't know if Steve or Chad saw my Waystation video, and if you think it's too much, then please let me know. I try to be mindful about that, but when I try to say I'm doing a review, a deep dive discussion of it, there's going to be spoilers. So that's why I try not to spoil in my monthly wrap ups where I just kind of talk briefly about something. So,
in fact, even when I did my comics, the horror comics, I usually try not to tell the endings of the story, but in the one I did because the AI told the ending, and I was like, "This is weird." That was an interesting video that I made. That
was very cool, but I didn't know why. I was surprised it took you so long to make after you said how that system worked.
No, it was easy to make that, but what was difficult was me editing in my pictures that I had. Like, because that was the difficult part. And, because I want to show the original art.
AI, you have to do your narration as well.
Yeah, they won't give you the original art because it's copyright.
Right.
It made up its own art, which I thought was...
So what it made up was the little kind of text blocks where they talk about some general points of the story and themes and things like that.
They had all the art from every story. And
so how are they not using the art then if they have all the art?
It made its own art. And it was sometimes better than the comic.
Well, I see. So the art there that they made was their version of the original panels. Wow.
Yes.
So your stuff was the stuff that had kind of the old kind of coloring, like dot kind of coloring stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well, it was very interesting and cool video. I thought it was really well done. But I was surprised when you said it took you 2 hours to make it.
Oh, yes. I don't know if you've ever put together a video like that where you take let's say 20 or 30 pictures and then like you have to edit them in and talk over them.
I've not done any narrating either, so I do that sometimes. All I've done is the flip throughs or my regular videos, so those take plenty. My January wrap up was because it was 91 minutes when originally it took me a couple hours to edit that down, but as far as like piecing things together like that, I haven't done, so that must be very time consuming. But it was very cool, but probably more work than you want.
Well, mine was fast. Did you see? Mine was only like what, 15, 20
minutes? Yours was really short. Yeah, but
I just was like, these are the books. Like, this is what happens generally, and I moved through. This is what I ranked because
I see your ranking one. Yeah, but you said you weren't satisfied with the response.
Oh yeah, nobody watched it.
You got comments from 3 or 4 people, I think. That's not a lot, though. Yeah, I know.
Thanks, everyone.
Some people watched.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it might be because you had covered those books already. It might be that the spoilers in the title, Waystation. Yes, it's a Waystation. Don't tell me it's a Waystation. But I think that it, probably a good idea, Steve. You should read the book first. Yeah, I try not to spoil too much of it, but I've stopped.
I don't know what he means by that.
I've stopped.
Like you called him and asked him, "Are you still watching?" And so he wrote, "I've stopped watching."
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, that's fine. He stopped doing voiceovers now that I'm yapping on screen. Yeah.
It's so Chadwick. Number one, I enjoy those yapping videos that you do. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
And it's kind of like I've said this before. It's kind of what the YouTube audience wants. Like they won't watch something that you put a lot of time and effort into, but they watch you sitting there like yapping, and it's like mind-boggling to me.
Well, it just seems strange why people are watching me talk too, but. I keep hearing people go on about authenticity, wanting authentic human experience. And so someone uses too much AI, puts people off. Now, I couldn't tell that your video, if you had never said that you did AI, I would have thought it was all from the comic. So,
yeah. And YouTube makes you put a warning, like it's in there. And
yeah,
so,
because they're losing ad revenue for people who use AI too much. I think the way you used it was great, but you know, some people do the over elaborate kind of animation and, you know, AI voiceover that I really don't like.
I don't like the videos. I find them really, really frustrating when there's like an AI puppet and it talks to you the whole video.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I do know the ones where they do
It's like an animation.
they do an AI version of, like, they cast a Batman movie or something, and they take these their dream cast, but everyone's walking forward in the same motion, and all the women have, you know, like cartoony double G sized breasts or whatever. You know, it's really ridiculous. Yeah, you put a lot of effort into your time, into your time and effort into your epics. Yeah.
Like when I do my Friday night chats, I sit down and I make a list and I start researching each thing so that I have, otherwise, because I'm such an idiot on screen, like I forget everything. Especially,
well, you do often forget your posters on your tablet sometimes, but
yeah. And no, the worst is I will forget, you know, YouTubers' names, and I sit there and I'm like, oh my God. And that's the worst.
I don't think you're alone in that, man.
I know. But today I was in class and I was giving the kids a new seating assignment, and I was thinking numbers and kids and moving around. And there was a girl sitting right there, and I was like,
she's looking at you like, and you're like,
I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Too much is going on. And she looked at me like, how could you? Like I had just stabbed her. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but so much is going on right now. And so, but could you move over there?
You girl, whatever your name is, over there.
And then
mommy, my
like,
teacher
sorry.
doesn't know me.
There's so much going on. No, like you don't. Yeah, like
I understand 100%.
And then you got kids coming in. They're all bouncing off the walls. You're trying to give them new seats, and they're like, and they're all like,
you couldn't pay me enough to do your job, man. It's bad enough with my immature college students. I have kids that I remember. I'm good at remembering their names a couple of weeks into the semester, but I you know, they go out after a while. And so if I see them a couple of years later in the hall, they go, Jeff, because they have one teacher to remember, and I have 20, 30 students' names to remember. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, I remember you. And I hope they don't ask me for their name. And then usually they're prompted to say, I'm Yuka. Oh, hi, Yuka. Yeah. But I will remember them after a few minutes. And quite often, see ya. And then about 5 minutes later, that was Ryosuke. You know,
I remember all their faces. The worst is when it's parent night and, you know, the kid comes up to you and
your little son, whatever his name is.
Yeah. I'm like, this is what I do. Don't forget to sign in right now. And so I'm watching as they sign in.
I'm looking at their name. Oh, that's right. The perils of being a teacher as we age.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Well, I should let you go so you can get some sleep, and I need to get some lunch. But thanks for popping on. That was really fun. Thanks, Steve and Chad, for watching.
Sorry, guys. Like, two people.
Well, I think it was, you know, just a hangout.
It was.
Hang out with you guys,
I wanted to see you. So I wouldn't mind doing another one, like a more official one during the week.
Yeah, we just have to come up with I want to do one too, but I have to come up with an idea that we can do. You floated a short story idea. Night, Steve. I know it's getting close to your bedtime probably now.
What did I say? I can't even remember.
You said something about doing something about short stories. Because I talked about reading a lot of short stories. So you're reading a lot of short stories, I think it was way back for my best short stories of 2025. And you said you were reading a lot of horror short stories. We should do something about that. And then you had about 16 other ideas that I think you had for us to talk about. But
no, I'm full of a lot of BS ideas. I thought I had come up with a really good one the other day, and now I can't remember what it was. I thought it
pops back in your head. Let me know. Write it down in your.
I thought I sent it to you. But anyways,
well, I'll dig through and see if I can find it.
Rolling back hundreds of emails. I mean texts I send you, because I text a lot. And
I probably write more than you do, though. I write a book and then you say, "All right, see ya."
I'm in my car in the parking lot after.
Right. I'm only usually texting when I'm on the train or I'm at home sitting down. So I don't do much when I'm moving around.
Thank you, Chad.
Hey, thanks, Chad, for jumping in.
All right,
we'll have to do our part 2 of the 70s TV movies one of these days for sure.
I was dumb. I could have turned it up like this
I
thing.
think I think you had it at the right level for sure.
Oh, you guys want to see that? Like, all right, I'm gonna.
All right, thanks a bunch. See you later. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
All 2 of you.